Hello, F-Zero. Again, because I can. I need to turn up the volume on my end. Hello, folks. Thank you very much for joining me again. If you missed me saying it earlier, I am streaming at a little unusual time, but because I was dead tired yesterday and I just could not manage a stream. As I said before, I posted that I would have to postpone stream until now, and then after I posted it, I passed out for 5 hours. And then I was up for like a couple hours, and then I passed out for about 8 more. So I was really tired. Here we go. Wow. Do I want to start with the Night League? I might mess with my lucky ranks, because that'll be 5 races of the same vehicle, but... I think let's do it. Why not? Let's do it. Maybe I'll crash out early and it won't matter. Why was I so tired? It just work. Work was extremely busy. I think especially in a coffee shop, a lot of people like buying bags of coffee and gift certificates and other things for people around the holiday season. So we get super busy. Our coffee shop is also doing a lot of really heavy-duty catering on Wednesday, along with being really slammed. And it's just busting my tail all week trying to stay on top of everything. So that's why I'm very tired. Lemon sweet, queasy. Yeah, I was feeling that a little yesterday too. That's right, I got my crashing out done early yesterday. I can't do it now. If I crash out, I'm blaming the wrist brace I'm wearing. It's not quite a brace, it's like tension bandages, like tensor bandages. So they don't quite cover the palm of my hands. I'm just hoping the bottom doesn't bonk into the joystick, or the right stick, but I'm using the Pro Controller right now. Because I find trying to use the brace with the Joy-Con, the brace will bonk into the right stick and cause problems, but not so much with the way the Pro Controller is laid out. Plus, I don't have to worry about drift with the Pro Controller. If you see any good names, by the way, in chat, let me know. I try not to get distracted by them, but it's really hard not to sometimes. I love the names in this game. Like Ninja Metroid, P-Punch, P-E-A, if you're just listening in P-E-A. Just to be clear, it's not like that person who was named Pie Savvy, but I thought they were named Piss Envy. Genghis, Happy Face. Very happy to be conquering, I suppose. Oh, man. Man. Come on, let me run over the zipper. Come on. Heck. Slow down. Oh, good. That's some good driving. Dave. I've said before, but I tend to recognize names that I see repeatedly in this, especially if someone is my rival. And I wonder sometimes, like, do they see the name Moriarty and be like, oh yeah, I remember you. You blew me up. You monster. I posted it on Twitter. I haven't mentioned it here, but I think it was earlier in the week. I was in the same lobby as Joe here, and I blew him up. Sorry. It was very funny. Oh, I'm gonna crash out. Yes! Yes! Oh. Okay, 25th isn't great. Probably not gonna beat... Oh, I beat a rival, never mind. But I got a KO. That's pretty good. You want to bake, but you're not really in the mood to. Making cookie crumbs is so tedious with no food processor. You put them in a bag and you smash them. You gotta work out that aggression. I murdered him an inch from the finish line, you monster. They would have done the same to me. Right? Look, it was for tactical reasons, so my power meter is increased. It's fine. What's bad is when you KO somebody right in front of the finish line during a normal race where there's no reason to do it. You're not going to be able to capitalize on an increased power meter. You're just being a jerk at that point. A revelation I had a few days ago when I KO'd somebody right in front of the finish line on a regular race. And I thought, why did I do that? There's no reason to do that except to be a jerk. It's instinct. When you see someone whose vehicle is smoking, the unga bunga part of your brain takes over, and you think must destroy. Surely it's not just me, right? I'm not a monster. I'm just maybe a little bit of a monster. Part-time monster. Look, it's a death race, okay? It's the spirit of the thing. I don't think slow down is adhering their own advice. Adhering to, rather. Andorra, if you were going to bake, what were you thinking of making? Like some kind of cheesecake with the crushed cookies? I know you love your cheesecake. And it sounds like you make a mean cheesecake. Chocolate cheesecake. Cheesecake, absolutely. Yeah, I've never had a chocolate cheesecake. I have cheesecake very rarely because I'm not really a fan of it. It's okay. I don't know, it's never really blown me away in the past. And it tends to be a little sweet when I've tried it. Like recipes, well, now I was thinking about key lime pie, which I guess isn't really a cheesecake. Maybe? Kinda? Condensed milk? I don't know. Whoop, whoop. Do not knock me into that bumper, please. Would not appreciate it. Oh, looking at chat. Don't look at chat. Don't look at chat. Focus. Focus, Mari. I'm not gonna get enough corn pops for a Skyway, I don't think. Which is a shame. But that's okay. Please eat. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Excuse me. Okay. Don't hit a bumper. Cool. Somebody hit all those bumpers for me. Thanks. Keys cake. You use Zelda bats. Well, that's one way to get protein, I suppose. Do you think people eat keys in the Zelda universe? Like, what do they do for protein, for meat? Like, yeah, you see cows in the Long Non Ranch, but those are dairy cows. You don't butcher dairy cows. You get milk from dairy cows. I've never seen beef cows. I mean, there's goats in Twilight Princess, but again, I don't know if they're using them mostly for milk and cheese or if they ever eat the goats. It's like when you play an Elder Scrolls game and end up killing a bunch of random NPCs over a cup that you threw. I've only ever played a tiny bit of Oblivion. Like, I played through the tutorial area, and mostly what I remember is it felt impossible to make a character and the character creator that did not look like, to use a technical term, butts. But also in the little tutorial area, I wasn't trying to specialize in stealth. But there's a little bit where they're like, okay, press this button to sneak around, and then, like, your stealth level keeps climbing up rapidly. And then at the end, they tell you, oh, you snuck around a lot, you should specialize in a sneaky class. I don't wanna. I mostly saw my brother play Oblivion. You know, I don't really like playing in first person either. I find it's less immersive for me, which I know it might be the opposite for some people. That, and I'm not an open world fan, because I need direction, I need goals. Otherwise I just kind of get, I don't know, burnt out, overwhelmed. I'm not sure what the word would be exactly, what precisely the feeling is. But anyway, the other thing I remember from observing Oblivion, and presumably other Elder Scrolls games, is that it's really, really easy to tick off NPCs and to turn them against you and to make them think, oh, you're a thief. You have briefly touched this item, even if you had no intent of taking it. We're going to arrest you now. Oh yeah, and my brother somehow annoyed his horse and his horse wanted to kill him. That's all I remember. I have not played Tears of the Kingdom yet, no. I've seen it on several people's Nintendo Switch, like their year in review, a little Nintendo Spotify wrap-up. Incidentally, I kept meaning to put mine on Twitter. I haven't. Have any of you, if you have a Switch, have you checked out your little year in review? Can you guess what my top 3 games are? You can't say Splatoon 3 because that's too obvious. I mean, yeah, Splatoon 3 was number 1. I don't know if anyone will know offhand what my number 2 game is, because it's not something I've streamed, but I'm sure you can probably figure out what my number 3 game is. Oh, yeah, maybe I need to take that person's advice and slow down. Ooh. I hit a wall, but I'd rather hit a wall than a bumper. Man, can I get a Skyway? I'm like so close. I just need a few more corn pops. Where are all the corn pops? Wait, if I hit a bumper, I'm hosed. I'm toast if I hit a bumper. Whoa! Just like, oh, okay. Didn't even beat a rival. Rip. Yes, it was Persona 5. That was my number 2. I didn't beat Function, man. I'm sad about that. That's okay. It was a warm-up. But that's okay. That means I don't spend all my F-Zero time playing a Grand Prix. I'm gonna try Classic Mode. I don't know if anybody here watching this has the game going. I'm gonna hop into a Classic race at 11:30. Now, the odds of getting into the same lobby with someone in a Classic race is much lower, because the max is 20. But I'd like to do a Classic race on stream. If you've not seen this is a newer mode that they added just a couple weeks ago that emulates... Dak is here? Heck yeah! That emulates the original F-Zero. And that there's only 20 racers. The boosts work like the original game, in that you get 1 boost per lap starting from lap 2. You can't spin into each other, and they even mimic the aspect ratio and the draw distance. If you watch even 1 second of PBS and don't donate, you're a thief! A common thief! May Betty White rest in peace. Oh, Baby Park? No, I'm gonna pick Red Canyon too. If you ever hear me talk about this game and Baby Park, I'm referring to Deathwind because it's an oval, like Baby Park. How the heck do you convert 250 grams of crumbs into a liquid measurement? What recipe are you using? I mean, my guess, it would, like, if it's giving you ounces, you do that by weight, but I don't know if it's giving you ounces. Oh, good. Classic mode in this game, I feel, also feels faster. Oh, rip that person. I think somebody flubbed their jump. It might just be like the draw distance, though. I'm not sure. The track is also narrower, because, of course, you're not fighting with 98 other people. Excuse me. That person's name, do you say peyote? Peyote? I know it's a type of cactus with hallucinogenic properties. I have a cacnea, a cactur named peyote after it. Because I thought, oh yes, spooky cactus, probably a good moniker for a cactus that will make you have hallucinations. Excuse me. Heck, good. Well, both Peyote and I kind of beans that turn, so solidarity. Oh boy. Oh, now they're far ahead of me. I've never won a classic race yet. I've only ever gotten second, so... Oh. Yes. Come on, Maury, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Ooh. Just don't beans the turns and don't bonk into the bumpers and don't get pushed around by stingrays. And don't fall off the course. Daijoubu. Daijoubu. Okay, almost. Don't hit a bumper. Don't hit a bumper. Don't hit a bumper. Come on. Yes! I did it! I won a classic race! Yes! Yes, I've never won one before. Wahoo! I got first on a stream. Wow. Yay. Thank you! Arigato. Where's Dak? Well, there's only 7 people left. Did everybody crash out? People tend to crash out a lot in Classic. Yes, everybody else's... Tess also crashed out. People crash out a lot in Classic races, I've noticed. They're harder. And that your driving skills are really put to the test because you can't boost as well. I'm sorry, Dak. But yeah, Classic is tough. Classic is very tough. Do I get the Golden Falcon for winning, or does that not count? Because it's not an F099 race. Cool. I don't get the Blue Falcon for winning. Gosh darn, it's gotta be a 99 race. Heck. 6 from last place, not very impressive. Well, thanks, Endora. I'm gonna do a 99 race at 640, so... You forgot you didn't have a boost for that big jumpy bit. Oh no. Is that what happens? Feels really bad to flub a jump and explode. Let's be Stingray. Joe Hammer. We have another Joe here. This recipe calls for a full 9-ounce package of a cookie you can't buy anywhere anymore? Huh, what cookie is this? Usually, not that I've seen a lot of cheesecake recipes, but... Cats, Ella, cats. Oh, hang on a minute. We're even facing each other. Yeah, usually when I see cookie crumbles in recipe, it's usually either graham crackers or Oreos. Like that person named Ors. I know you don't pronounce it Ors, it's just somebody prostrating themselves, but I always read it as Ors. Meatball. The food names are my favorite. Hang on, I want to see I just see the word forbidden cookie. Someone, I've seen this person's name before, but there's someone named Spin Diesel. The first time I saw him, though, he crashed out. Too Fast, Too Furious. I've never seen one of those movies. That KO, that would have been really good. That would have been, I think that was one of my rivals, too. Oop. No, it wasn't. Never mind. That was Satchman. I almost blew up. And now I am lagging behind. I am paying for my hubris. Excuse. Is that person's name like Potato? Like Play-Doh and Potato? No, Meatball got a KO. Good job, Meatball. On top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese. I lost my poor stingray when somebody sneezed. Oh, good. The red bumper is what sneezed. What was that episode of The Simpsons where Homer and the kids are singing that in the car and Marge is like, can you stop? We're going to a funeral. I'd love a Skyway right now. I mean, that's, I don't think I'm gonna get a Skyway in time. There are not enough corn pops. Not enough corn pops. Oh, I could get that KO, but I had no spin. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. Chocolate wafer cookies. Surely those still exist. Well, I beat Catzella, but I didn't beat Ellicats. Anytime you ask a store, they always think you're talking about the waffle sandwich flaky cookies. Those I'm not familiar with. Carrie, hello! So many red bumpers at the front of the pack. Were you in this one, Dak? Sorry, I'm creeping now. Oh no, there you are. You beat Spin Diesel, though. That's something to be proud of. Okay, before I do another race, I need to... Really? Wow. Well, better than nothing. I've definitely gotten nothing before. Okay. I'm gonna do another regular race at 2:15, so if you are watching, I'll do a few more, and then I'm gonna switch to Mario RPG. Oh wait, did I say 2:20? Sorry. Oh no, 2:15. I said 2:15. Sorry, I looked at the chat, and then my brain just shut off. Ugh. Well, we're here now. Plain cookies taste like chocolate animal crackers. I do not know what cookies you were referring to. Oh, Ella Cats and Catzella are back. You're supposed to be cleaning, but you're just vibing and lying around. I understand. I find I've cleaned while listening to streams before. I don't know what it is. It's like the gentle company and the sounds of a familiar game are comforting in a way. It kind of help me feel a little more focused. And it helps if it's the kind of game where like it's fun to listen to, but I don't need to be watching every second of it. Like if I can get the gist of just listening to the commentary. Because otherwise then you get distracted and you're watching things. So nothing with a heavy story focus. Also, Carrie, if Obi is around, please give him a pat for me. That goes for any of you who may have a pet, even if you're watching this recording in the future. Please give your pet and or pets a pat from me. Thank you. Meatball is here. I had a coworker once tell me that her children were friends with someone who had adopted a cat. And she was saying, oh, their kids gave the cat the silliest name. I can't believe they would do it. I'm like, oh, what do they name their cat? And apparently the name that she thought was appalling and silly was Meatball. And they already had a dog that I think was named, like, Spaghetti or something? I thought, Spaghetti and Meatball, that's so good. What do you mean you think they're appalling? Those are fantastic pet names. I think food names are very fun, especially if you've seen any of my Cult of the Lamb playthrough, or even like what I tend to name Pokemon, or my Animal Crossing villages. They're always named Apricot. I like food names. I don't know, I think they're cute. Oh, don't shove me, please. Please do not shove. A little scared to boost, because if I hit a bumper again, it's just like that Sand Ocean race, I'm gonna explode. I think we're okay. You dirtbag. Oh no, no, don't touch me. Okay. Dak! Dak! Did you get like third? I just saw you up there. Unless you're on a previous lap, in which case, never mind. Sometimes it's hard to tell. But you got third, Dak! Congratulations! Wow. Dang, that's really impressive. Again, not to put you on the spot, but wow. You do not think you have ever podium placed before. That's really exciting. And I captured it live on stream. I hope you're very proud of yourself, because I'm very proud of you. I love seeing my friends do well in games. It makes me very happy. I'm just creeping on the names. Number 81 is Hamilton. I wonder if they're a fan of the musical and or The President. I've never seen the musical. I've heard some of the songs because it was like years ago they were playing on a work playlist. Anyway, I'm gonna do a couple more and then we're gonna switch to Mario. So if you'd like to join me in a race, I'm gonna pop into a race at 8:10. President, no, we don't care about President Hamilton. We only care about musical Hamilton. No such thing as a bad pet name as long as it isn't rude. Whatever name gives you good vibes. Exactly. That's why I thought I was Flat Dave. Sorry. That's why I was so surprised that my coworker was so appalled. So what do you mean you don't think those are good names for a cat and a dog? I think they're hilarious. Speaking of Pokemon nicknames, one time during a playthrough of White 2, you gave a Metagross. Is it Metagross? I've always said Metagross. It's probably Metagross. Whatever. The worst nickname ever, Clombo. My favorite TV detective, Clombo. Alexander Hamilton and Benjamin Franklin are the two most famous presidents, so hang on. Look, I'm Canadian, okay? I'm excused. They don't teach you this stuff up north. In fact, weirdly, throughout social studies class, the only time we've ever done a unit on America was in grade 7. And it was focused solely on the Industrial Revolution and nothing else. Also, I want to make note of my rival name, John Bravado, which I think is like Johnny Bravo's business name. Like, that's what he has to call himself in a professional context. Does he still ask his coworkers to do the monkey with him? That I don't know. There is Dave and there is Flat Dave. You know, like Kevin and the Cooler Kevin? It's Dave and the Flatter Dave. And someone named Slick, which just makes you think of Dupless going, "Hey, Slick." I'm gonna pretend that person is Dupless now. I think Dupless should be allowed to race. Oop. Oh, KO, no. I think I just... Never mind. Cool. Was that the person who was smoking, or was that like a completely different person? Anyway, rip Bender Bending Rodriguez. Sorry. Bumper, bumper. Playing it a little loose with the boosts. Should be a little careful. I don't think I'm going to get a Skyway as much as I would like one. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sometimes you just gotta hope the opposition all hit a bunch of red bumpers. Wow. I have definitely seen my rank increase through no effort on my own part, just because someone in front of me crashes out. Yeah, I knew Hamilton wasn't a president. I think I might have said it. I thought John Bravado KO'd me, because I just saw John Bravado KO'd Maury, and I'm like, well, wait. Oh, it's money. It's money. Okay. Bam. Sorry, Bender. Hashtag girl power. 59 is named King Size. What's that one? Ponta Darkness. I don't know what that means. Girl power. You can't think of any prime ministers at all. Do you know our current prime minister here in Canada? Okay, one more race. I'm going to do a race at 3 minutes 50 seconds. I'm not gonna get distracted. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Boof. Dak, what did you get last time? I saw you did really well, but I was so distracted by the other names. I think I see you down there. That stripy stingray. 15th! Omedeto! see a lot of people with FZD in front of their names. I wonder if it's like some sort of F-Zero community on Discord or something. They must all be in cahoots. Come on, real freaks, vote for Sand Ocean. Oh, you barely pay attention to American politics. Well, I get it. I think it's important to be informed, but I also understand that I try to keep abreast of current events, but at some point you start feeling really burnt out because of just... I don't want to talk about politics on stream, but I just will say when people are just so universally awful and are not working towards the best interests of the public they are purported to serve. It's like, come on. Come on. And that's all I'll say in that. Oh, goodbye, Joe Hammer. You tried, Sandy Solidarity. I appreciate it. We were so close. Maybe someday I'll get a big enough audience that we just... we rig the vote. 99 votes for Sand Ocean. I have a really bad habit of calling it Sand Canyon and getting it mixed up with Red Canyon, but it's also because Sand Canyon is a place in Kirby's Dream Land 3. So if you ever hear me call it Sand Canyon, it's Kirby's fault. No, I could never blame Kerbo for anything. It's Dark Matter's fault. Indirectly Dark Matter's fault. He made Kirby go to Sand Canyon in the first place. Oh, hi, Dak. Doing very well with that Stingray, I gotta say. Excuse me, excuse me. Yeah, good driving, Maury. You hit that wall. You show that wall who's boss. Oh, whoop, whoop. If I could get enough corn pops or a skyway on the last lap, that would be peachy keen. I don't know if it'll happen, but I can dream. Nice. Scoot past that lucky bumper. Uh-oh. Different lucky... Oh! Alright, I wasn't even trying to get that. They kind of scraped against my paint job. Cool. Oh, were you trying to get into a race carry? Yeah, I read, actually, the other week that when they updated this game and added classic mode, something they added was the, if people are new to the game, they get matched together. So, you know, the whole race isn't filled with people who have been playing this since launch, which I think is a good idea, so you don't get pushed around too much or too overwhelmed. But it also makes it harder to race with friends who are newer to the game. Not right now, okay. Someday, though. I mean, no pressure, though, if you don't want to play. Oh, where Dak? I just passed him. 19th, well done, Dak. #1 Blue Falcon, I will take it. Everything is Kirby's fault. Sand Canyon, the Great Depression, the potato famine. Oh boy, oh lads, not again. Okay, I'm going to stop this recording of F-Zero 99. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much. Goodbye.